Okay, April the 7th, time to wrap things up. Looks like we're going to close in the 2077 area. There is no news to drive the trading tomorrow. Haven't seen what the overnight news is going to be. So here we sit. We started out today wanting to buy the 70 to 72 area. Right down here, that was our buy zone. And we had a 79 to 81 sell. Not perfect, but pretty close. And really, really good trading before the day session opened to the downside off our signals. Nice retest failure right here off the low. Produced a winning trade. Another retest failure here off the low. Produced a winning trade. Then we got a retest failure right here that you can see that we took in the room. And it did not produce a winning trade. That was a loser. We stopped out on this high. Then the market really just kind of got into chop. Very, very difficult trading. So being involved early before the day session opens, after the financials, like 8:30 Eastern on. Really good trading about 7 o'clock in this contract on, too. We have a head and shoulders pattern right here with two right shoulders. And we talked about this. This is the frustrating part about trading. This is the learning how to. You put trades on, it's a valid trade. You could have actually even lost money on that. And just to see the market come back up, let's say you did lose, you stopped out to have the trade set up and start making you money. And here's a retest failure right here. Very, very slow to develop, making you money. This S trade right here is a little faster to develop. Either one of these would have made you money. This B trade would have made you money. This S trade would have been a loser. So it's not perfect, but if you come out and work the market and take most of the trades, you're going to do well. If you come in and pick and choose, you never know which trade's going to work out well. So you just got to make a commitment to get in there and work the markets and trade them and then see what happens. Yeah, they, you mean fading the stop run trade, Drewski? Or just joining them as they run or go gun stops? Okay, so on the F1 screen, a higher low and a higher high means this one tells us to be a buyer. Looking at the F2 screen, a P with perhaps a new move lower in L period. And might be developing. This last hour trading is, especially the last half hour, can be very, very rewarding. So we have a move out of the middle. We have potential there. You do not want a limit buy against the value area low. You're going to have plenty of time to get long. So if the market were to close here at 75, it would be just like yesterday, this morning, 70, 72 buy 1. 65, 67 by 2. I'll be trying to sell 79, 81, and our 84 to 86. So that would not change. There is no news tomorrow. Crude oil inventories. So we'll be working with. So not much going on there. Okay, looking at the 10-year lower high, and we matched yesterday's lows. So an inside day, that tends to mean trading range. There was an article out that the shortage of the 10-year is as great as it was in the summer of 2014. So we will see. So this one has trading range written on, and that tends to be the case when the market is in an auction. Okay, I always split on I, but we'll split on J because it is the move out of the middle. And our sell point, resistance is at 16, so it's 15 to 19. And then 23 to 27. On the buy side, the breakout came at 9 and 11, so we're going to be trying to buy the, like to get it done closer to down here, so 5 to 9, but may have to pay 12s. The question mark here. A lot depends on what happens on the E-mini. If the E-mini comes back, we'll be able to get our 5s to 9s. And then our 29s to 1. Sound familiar? Yeah, you would be trading just like the big boys would. You get long to take out the buy stops, and you sell it to them when you're triggering the stops, Drewski, and you're short when the market starts to come the next way, and the converse would be true on the running sell stops. Okay, the knob spread expanded quite a bit today, and so this 65.06 area up here, obviously the buck, 31 to 03, and 7 to 11. The breakout came from 8. We're a ways away from that, so last rotate down an M period stopped at 19, so I'd like to do it a little better, so let's make it 13 to 17 by 1 on the assumption that the E-mini doesn't fall out of bed. And then by 2, we'll be back on the breakout at 5 to 9. Yes, Simon, we'll be happy to do that for you. I think gold's kind of stuck in a range right here. We know that the central banks like to sell it. And we've got a B right here. Buy-ins in the top half of it, though. So we're gonna leave our buys where they were today. Just like they were this morning, Nancy. 79, 81, 84, 86, 70, 72, and 65, 67. Said look same way on the note. So they were just where they were this morning. Okay, crude oil. They said comments out of Saudi Arabia that this price correction was just a temporary thing. Is what took crude oil up for that final leg higher. It's interesting what the the Saudi Arabian ministry and their spokesman and their large equity money managers we're going to produce as much oil as we do, etc. And they were all lockstep. And then right now, the last couple of 3 weeks, some people are starting out of the Saudi administration to hint that they think prices are headed higher. Now, cutting production would go a long way to help that happen. Let's go back and look at the F1 screen. Okay, perspective, we got this low at 53.75. We've got these highs right here at 54.25. Got a high here at 55. A high here looks like at 50 to 75. So that's where resistance is. So 54, 54.25. Let them get stops above that. So 54, 54.25, sell 1. 54.50, 75, sell 2. On the buy side, 53, 53.25. And then this breakout from 53, 52.36. So I'll make it 52.50 plus or minus for buy 2. May have to pay up, but our 53 is what I would consider paying up. Simon, did you say you are a professional gambler? You work those shops? I know a lot of people do that. England has so many different ways to make a bet, and with parlors, and I think you can even bet on the last quarter mile or of a horse race. You can be putting your money in as it goes, which would really be kind of an interesting way to do it as opposed to stepping up to the plate. But certainly bring in more betting money. On cricket too, so you can bet it. Like the I don't even know what the last round is in cricket, but I sure like their uniforms. Definitely a gentleman's sport. I'm trading the sport, so there's a. So you're a market maker? You're the book? Okay, well, disregard all the above. Okay, we like the short side of the market, so 108 buy 1, and then our 50 to 60 buy 2. Try to engage the market every 50 points. 50 to 60 sell 1, and then 90 to 109 for sell 2. And the I put a Societe Generale article up on why the euro was headed lower, and I tend to agree with him. And that's all I have right now. So I'm going to get the other stuff posted, and I will get that done, Simon, then I'll come back to answer your questions, okay?